Our guest, Todd Curtis, earlier on Al Jazeera America talking about drones. Todd, we thank you for staying with us to continue the conversation there from Newton, Massachusetts. We just heard you mention potential safety issues of civilians flying these drones into airspace used by the jetliners. We want to point out, you also said that most drone owners fly responsibly. But who's checking up on these guys to make sure their flight habits of these drones remain responsible?
Well, one of the issues here is that the drones that are in existence right now, you can actually have them up to 55 pounds and fly them legally. That is, you can have a homemade or a custom-made drone that's relatively heavy that can fly at relatively high altitudes. Now, this is dangerous because jet airliners, as they're configured, are designed to withstand the impact, let's say, of a bird up to 4 pounds. They're not designed to withstand something up to 55 pounds. So unfortunately, if one of the currently available and legal drones are flown high enough, it could really take out an airliner.
So are there any laws governing civilians using drones?
There are quite a few laws in place. In fact, currently, as the laws are applied, you're not allowed to fly them within about 5 miles of an airport. You're not allowed to fly them inside of controlled airspace at all. Unfortunately, in the last 4 or 5 years, especially in the last year or two, there have been on the market numerous commercially available drones that you can order on Amazon that have the ability to fly at several thousand feet. So you could have a situation where you can get something basically off the shelf, fly it up at several thousand feet, fly it in an area near an airport that could threaten airliners. Now, the FAA is trying desperately to put some regulations in place to have some control over this. But unfortunately, the technology has gotten so advanced, you can have hobbyists that can literally order the parts, even take these 3D printers and make some of the parts and build these themselves. So even if the FAA tomorrow banned all drones from being sold commercially, they can be made privately.
Wow, this is sobering information for those of us getting ready to get on the plane. So Todd, we got to depend on you. Where do you rank? Well, you're the guy who studies this, and we just need to know, as we're listing things to worry about or concerns we have about holiday travel, where do drones rank on that list?
Well, fortunately, they rank very low because in a sense, I'm taking some of the words of the departing TSA head, Mr. Pistole, that the risk is what they're trying to control. That is, the risk of someone doing something bad to the air transportation system. That risk has two parts: the likelihood of some bad event happening and an underlying hazard. Well, clearly, drones are an underlying hazard. They only become something that's a risk if there's a high likelihood that someone's going to fly one deliberately or accidentally into the path of an airliner. Fortunately, in spite of all the events that have happened, there have been no reports of accidental collisions between large drones and aircraft.
Do you think that has to do with the expense?
It has in the past. It has in the past, but I'm telling you from looking at Amazon, for $1,000, you can easily buy a drone that can fly right into an airliner's path and could possibly seriously damage that.
And we remember the report on 60 Minutes that Amazon wanted to go to drone delivery in the years ahead. Since that has kind of gone away. Todd Curtis, we always appreciate the fact that you deliver the news to us in terms of security at the airport and what to do just in the whole realm of aviation security. As someone who's about to hop on a plane for Christmas, I'm taking your suggestions to heart. So Todd, thank you very, very much.
Again, hope to do this again soon.
We'll do it. Merry Christmas to you, Happy New Year, and hopefully it's a happy flight for me this weekend.
Watch out for those drones.
Don't fly off. There's more to come here on America's Forum.